Once upon a time, in a quaint little cottage nestled at the edge of a dense forest, lived a poor woodcutter with his wife and 2 children, Hansel and Gretel. Times were hard, and the family struggled to make ends meet. One day, as the famine grew worse, the woodcutter's wife suggested a plan to abandon the children in the forest, as there was not enough food to feed them all. Heartbroken, but seeing no other choice, the woodcutter reluctantly agreed. However, Hansel overheard their conversation and came up with a clever plan. He collected shiny pebbles from the ground and secretly dropped them along the path as they journeyed deep into the forest, ensuring they could find their way back home. As night fell, the children were left alone in the forest, but Hansel and Gretel followed the trail of pebbles back to their cottage. Relieved to see them return, their stepmother pretended to be overjoyed and promised never to abandon them again. However, the next day, the stepmother's greed overpowered her once more, and she convinced the woodcutter to try again. This time Hansel could not gather pebbles, so he used breadcrumbs to mark their path through the woods. Unbeknownst to Hansel and Gretel, birds ate the breadcrumbs, and they became hopelessly lost. After wandering for hours, they stumbled upon a clearing where they discovered a peculiar gingerbread house. The house was adorned with candy, sweets, and delicious treats of every kind imaginable. Hungry and tired, Hansel and Gretel couldn't resist the temptation and began nibbling on the house. Suddenly the door creaked open, and an old woman, with a sinister glint in her eye, beckoned them inside. She revealed herself to be a wicked witch who captured children and used them to bake her sweets. Hansel and Gretel soon found themselves imprisoned by the witch, who planned to fatten them up before cooking them in her oven. But the quick-witted Gretel outsmarted the witch by pretending to be ignorant and asking her to demonstrate how to check if the oven was hot enough. Seizing the opportunity, Gretel pushed the witch into the oven and slammed the door shut, rescuing herself and Hansel. With the witch defeated, Hansel and Gretel found their way back home, guided by a friendly bird. When they arrived, they discovered their stepmother had passed away, and their father welcomed them with open arms, overjoyed to see them safe and sound. Together they lived happily ever after, cherishing each other and the lessons they had learned during their harrowing adventure in the forest. The story of Hansel and Gretel is a tale of courage, resourcefulness, and the power of wit, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can outsmart our problems. If you enjoyed this story of Hansel and Gretel, please consider liking and sharing this video, and don't forget to subscribe to iPlanetpedia for more fascinating stories and captivating tales. Thank you for your time, and remember, every story carries a lesson. Every lesson shapes a life.